In this section, we are going to be comparing two fractions to tell which one is greater than the other. A great way to do this is to look at the denominators first. In this case, the denominators are not the same, so I would need to change one or both of them to find a common denominator. And we should know that 3 is a factor of 18. 18 is a multiple of 3. So if we take 1/3 and multiply it by 6/6, that will get us a denominator of 18, which is what we were looking for, and a numerator of 6. Therefore, we can compare the two fractions, 1/18 and 6/18, and know that 6/18, or 1/3, is the greater fraction. Moving down here, we have 2/3 and 4/14. We would need to apply the same logic, except 3 is not a factor of 14. It doesn't divide into 14 evenly, and 14 is therefore not a multiple of 3, so we need to find a common denominator. The best way to do that would be to multiply by the opposite denominator. So if I take 2/3 times 14 over 14, that will get me 3 times 10 is 30, 3 times 4 is 12, so 30 plus 12 is 42 as a common denominator, and 2 times 14 is 28. Then I would likewise multiply 4/14 times 3 over 3 to get me that same denominator of 42, and then I can just compare the numerators. Well, I have 12 over 42 and 28 over 42, so I know that the first fraction is therefore larger. Next, we're going to have to compare two mixed numbers. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do here is note the whole number pieces. They are identical, so you can remove them. And really, the only comparison is between the two fractional pieces. Because if one of these fractions is bigger than the other, then taking both of those fractions and adding them to 1 would not change that relationship between the two of them. We're going to apply the same logic we did here. We're going to look at the denominators. Is 7 a factor of 12? Does it go in evenly through multiplication? It does not. Therefore, 12 is not a multiple of 7. So we can multiply each by the other in order to find the common denominator. 12 times 7, well, 7 times 10 is 70. 7 times 2 is 14. 70 plus 14 is 84. And 3 times 7 would be 21. So 3/12 is equivalent to 21 over 84. And then I would multiply my 7 by 12 to get to 84. So I would be multiplying 4/7 by 12/12. Again, both of these fractions are equal to 1, so that the identity or the value of these fractions doesn't change. 7 times 12, like we just said, is 84. 4 times 12 is 48. So I'm really comparing 48 over 84 and 21 over 84, and I know that 48 over 84 is the larger fraction.